Hello everyone, I am Vyas Srinivasan and welcome to the Bright Colors of Inspiration. I would like to thank you all for supporting me in my podcast. Your immense support really means a lot to me. The topic for this episode will be on something that happens to all of us at some point, and that is rejection. Rejection happens to even the best of us in a lot of ways. In job applications, friendships, romantic relationships, college applications, and more. Why do we get rejected? Well, people reject us for several reasons, some of which include differing values and beliefs, our behavior, not meeting their expectations or standards, and so on. Rejection has happened to me multiple times in the past. Once, I applied for an internship in the tech industry, and I got 4 rounds of interviews with them. I did exceptional on the first round, and I was offered an opportunity to move on to the second round, which I also did well on. So, I made it to the third round, and I did really well on that as well. And they moved me to the 4th round of interview. At this point, I thought I was one step closer to getting the internship. I did the 4th round, which was the final round of the interview process, and I had a feeling that I would be offered the position, only for the position to be offered to another candidate. I thought that I was climbing higher and higher up the mountain for each round of interview I got. But then, when the position was not given to me, it was as if I fell down that mountain. There is an episode from a popular TV show called The Middle, where a girl named Sue spends many hours writing essays for scholarship applications and preparing for college entrance exams. And she is always stressed out. One day, Sue storms inside the house with a scholarship letter, super excited with her hopes up, believing that it will send her on a journey to a higher education. As she is reading out the letter, she cherry picks a few words that are positive, including the scholarship people getting a lot of submissions, liking her well-written essay, and that they look forward to her trying again the following year. A few moments after reading the entire letter, she is so perturbed, especially having worked super hard on her essay. Her mom tries to get Sue to take a break from writing scholarship letters and preparing for her college entrance exams. During that break, she tells Sue how she admires the way she's always working hard and pushing herself, and that she has the ability to bounce back and do even better than before. And guess what? She ended up actually getting another scholarship. There are several ways to deal with rejection. Number 1. Acknowledge my emotions and what I am dealing with. When hearing I got rejected from something, or something did not go my way, I would be disappointed and want to express negative emotions. And that is completely okay. Sometimes I might need some time to process my emotions and what I'm going through. Some coping mechanisms for processing my emotions in these situations would include playing the piano, singing, listening to my favorite songs, watching motivational content, and so on. Another thing I like to do is talk to someone who I trust about what I am dealing with. It is very important to be able to express both positive and negative emotions. Trying to bottle up my emotions is not healthy for my mental health and overall well-being. Number 2. Don't be too hard on myself. When things don't go the way I want it to, my mind would lean towards thinking about what I did wrong and playing the what if game, in which I would think, oh, what if I did this better, or what if I did that instead? One thing that I learned is to acknowledge the hard work and preparation I put into something, like an exam or a college application, since that counts regardless of what ends up happening. Life is not about winning or losing. The journey is just as important as the destination. Number 3. Become more resilient. When I've dealt with many challenges that life throws at me, I've learned to be more resilient. And it helped me become stronger after I overcame the obstacle. While dealing with an obstacle, I would think, oh my gosh, it is the end of the world. But then I overcome that challenge and I am on to the next one. As time goes on and I accomplish new goals and pursue new interests, the challenges I had dealt with in my high school years are not as significant as I was once making it out to be. Number 4. Keep putting myself out there. When I get a rejection, I decide to never give up, no matter how hard things get. Even though, in the moment, I may feel like it is end-all be-all. As I have mentioned, the current obstacle I am dealing with would seem like an impossible one. Whenever I feel this way, I think about how far I have come and tell myself that I have done it before and I will do it again. With that, I keep going and continue to put myself out there because I am certain that I will get the right thing at the right time. Going back to the internship interview process that I discussed earlier, it was really disappointing that I did not get the internship as hoped. But I reminded myself that I should be happy that I made it to the 4th and final round. And so, I applauded myself. In life, I like to have the mentality that every no I get leads me one step closer to a yes. So I should keep going and become unstoppable. This reminds me of the story of the beauty brand called It Cosmetics, founded by Jamie Kern Lima. And she had a vision of a new beauty industry where real models with real skin problems are used. Since beauty magazines would use the impossible to achieve photoshopped levels of beauty, which caused girls to feel insecure about themselves. Unfortunately, when she pitched her idea to head buyers of beauty brands, she kept getting told no over and over again. On top of being rejected, each retailer told her the same thing, and it is that no one would ever buy any beauty products from someone who looks like you. After a long time of getting rejection after rejection, she finally got the opportunity to sell her products on live television. People from all over the globe decided to buy her products, and then later on, It Cosmetics was acquired by L'Oreal. Since Jamie did not let rejection stop her, she went from broke to billionaire. There are many other celebrities who faced rejection that ended up becoming very successful. Rejection can happen in friendships as well. For example, when I invite friends to hang out and they reply saying they are busy, especially if we hung out before, I would take it way too personally and I would think I did something wrong or that they don't really want to hang out with me. When, in actuality, they may genuinely have a lot on their mind and may be going through a lot. The same thing would apply for text messages as well, where I would send a text to someone and they may not respond to it right away. That does not necessarily imply that they don't like me, nor does it imply that they think I am any less important to them. People have their own independent lives, so I have learned that we need to respect that. Sometimes getting rejected means that I may not be doing something right, and that I need to work on something more or change the way I go about doing the task at hand. With that, there are times in which I like to think of rejection as redirection. Maybe not getting the job I mentioned earlier means that I need to work more on my technical skills and do a better job with interview preparation to succeed in future job interviews. I like to see each job interview I get, whether I like the position or not, as an opportunity to develop my behavioral skills and strengthen my technical skills needed to succeed in my desired field. When applying for my master's program, I applied to a lot of top schools, and some of those schools were my dream schools. I did not get accepted to a lot of those schools, and then I got admitted into one of the safety schools which I applied to. Later on, I heard back from the final school that I applied to, which was one of my dream schools, and I expected the decision letter to say that I did not get admitted. But then I opened the letter, and to my surprise, I got in. I could not believe it. After seeing the campus in person and being blown away by it, I decided to attend that school. In life, we are going to have to deal with rejection that comes our way, and that is out of our control. What is in our control is the hard work and effort that you put into a task, such as an exam, a job interview, or a college application. The end result is not in our control. To conclude what I discussed, there is an awesome quote I found which says that a rejection is nothing more than a necessary step in the pursuit of success. In other words, failure is not the opposite of success. It is a requirement for success. If my content inspires you with bright colors, feel free to pass it along to your family and friends. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have an awesome day.